It's good. It won't. Okay, 5.8 is word problems. If you pushed it twice, you stopped it.
Oh, I pushed it twice.
Push it
It
again.
wasn't doing
Okay.
anything.
Okay, it won't.
Oh.
Okay, and 5.8 is going to be word problems, and you're going to be setting them into a quadratic equation. Okay, one word problem may ask, okay, may say there's a picture frame. What shape is a picture frame? If you have a picture frame, the rectangle, right? Okay, if the word problem tells you that the picture frame is twice as long as it is wide. Okay, here's your width, and it says the length is twice as long, so you're going to put 2 times W, because it's twice as, this is twice the width. The length is twice the width. Okay, if it tells you that it's twice as long and the area of the rectangle or the picture frame is 288 square inches, and it wants you to find the dimensions of the picture frame. Okay, area is length times width, correct?
Yes.
Of a rectangle. Okay, area is length times the width. It says the area is 288 square inches. So we'll put that where the A is, 288. We'll just remember the square inches, okay? We'll just work with our numbers. Instead of L, we're going to write 2W. And then times W. So this is the length and the width. Okay, 2W times W is what?
2 W squared.
Squared, right. 2W squared equals 288. Okay, if we were going to solve to make it 0, the way that we've been working on problems, we're going to have to subtract 288, right? Minus 288, so it's equal to 0. So we have 0 equals 2W squared minus 288. Does this have anything in common? Or maybe I did on this side, it'd be better. 2. So we'll factor the 2 out. So we have W squared minus, we divide this by 2, 144. That's a perfect square, isn't it? Yeah. So this is, you remember what it's called? Difference of squares. See, this is a square and this is a square, and it's the difference. So we can factor this out. The difference of squares was like A plus B, A minus B. So we have the W here and here. 144 is the squared, what number squared? 12. So we have plus 12 minus 12. Still have the 2 there. Okay, now if we set each factor equal to 0, the 2 equals 0. 0 is not an answer, okay? This is not like x equals 0. 2 is not equal to 0, so just forget the 2. You don't need that. We're going to set each one of these factors equal to 0. W plus 12 equals 0, and W minus 12 equals 0. So we'd subtract 12 for the first one. W is negative 12, and the second one we would add 12. The W is positive 12. What does W stand for in this word problem? What does it stand for? The width. Can the width be negative 12?
No. Yes, it can.
The width can be negative?
Yes, it can, because I remember I told you that Dan and I worked on that problem.
And you had a negative
And we
length?
had a negative and we were like.
Okay, I'll look at that problem for you.
Okay.
Normally you measure something, you don't say I'm measuring and on my tape measure I got a negative 12. When you measure something, you get a positive number. You don't measure on a tape measure and get a negative. So we'll look at that problem. So we're going to use the positive 12. So if the width is 12, what did it say the length was? Twice the width, wasn't it? So it'll be 2 times 12, which is
24.
24. And remember, we said that our area is in square inches. So we're going to put inches behind each of these. And we said it was 288. 288 square inches. So if we had 12 inches by 24 inches, does 12 times 24 give us the 288? Yes? Okay. So we know we solved it correctly then. So that would be our dimensions. It may tell you that like one of the length is 3 less than the width, then you would go width minus 3. No matter what it says on it, you know, when it says one is more or less than, you go to that side and you're going to put it into an expression. Let's do one that's, here's one that has to do with a sailboat. The second one we're doing here. A sailboat on a sail, what shape is this?
Triangle kind.
A triangle. And they're a right triangle. Okay? And on this sailboat problem, what it tells us is that her main sail has an area of 125 square feet. Area equals 125 square feet. It says the sail is 15 foot taller than it is wide. So the taller would be, this would be how wide it is, and it's taller than it is wide. So you have the width plus, it said 15 feet taller. So width plus 15. Now the area for a triangle, remember rectangle was length times width, but the triangle is a little different. The area of a triangle is the base times the height divided by 2, right? Because a triangle is half of a rectangle. Okay, so you're going to have the base of it is this W right here. The height of it is the W plus 5. That will be divided by 2. It gave you the area, didn't it? So we can put a 125 over here for the area. Okay, to solve this problem, we want to get rid of that fraction first. We want to get rid of the 2 on the bottom. So we're going to multiply both sides by 2. This cancels. That's what we wanted it to do. Let's go ahead and multiply W times W plus 15. I put a 5 there, I'm sorry. W plus 15. So W squared plus W times 15 is 15W equals 125 times 2 is 250. Okay, to make that equal to 0, we need to subtract 250. So we'll have W squared plus 15W, and we subtracted 250, so minus 250 equals 0. Let me bring it over here where it'll show better on the video. Okay, to factor this, W and W. Okay, 250, we have a few numbers we can use. We want the ones that subtract to give us 15. Okay,